Welcome to Auto Lab. We're at the New York International Auto Show taking a look at the all-new Nissan Z Nismo, and it starts at $54,000. So let's see what all you get for that. So starting off with the new Nissan Z, there was a lot of new design changes that they added to this car. For starters, they have a completely redesigned front grille, and I actually like it a lot better because they added this honeycomb mesh as well as this Nismo lip here that just kind of breaks it up and makes it look less like a gaping hole into the air intake and more so just an actual front grille. They also added these new red racing trims that they kind of always do for every single Nismo generation on all of the previous Zs. But if you take a step back away from that, you can see that this car really pays homage to all of its previous generations of the Nissan Z, all the way back from the 240 with the nice little hood scoop that they have here, and the whole chassis is really designed like the Nissan 370Z. And on the Nismo trim, you get a lot of upgraded features. For starters, you have a much better Nismo-tuned suspension as well as Nismo rims to fit the huge Akebono calipers under here, as well as having big brake discs so that way you can actually stop because they increase the horsepower on this engine to 420 horsepower, making this a much overall and better feeling Nissan Z. Moving on to the rear, we can see that the Nissan Z still takes homage from those previous generations with the taillights that are very 300ZX-esque. But because this is the Nismo generation, you still have the red accents that go everywhere, the Nismo badging, as well as a Nismo diffuser. And then of course, the Nismo exhaust for that beautiful twin-turbo V6. And if you've ever seen the inside of a 370Z, you can very obviously tell that this does share a chassis with that 370Z platform. It is pretty much the exact same amount of trunk space, and it's definitely enough to get you by. The Nissan Z on the interior offers a lot of new upgraded features. For one, you do still have the same Nismo racing seats that they put in here, the Recaro bucket seats, but that's obviously not the main upgraded point. Come in closer to kind of see the main upgraded points because you have a wonderful display of screens in here, and you may or may not feel indifferent about the screens, but I think they're great. You have a digital gauge cluster that really kind of accentuates all of the revs that you're going to be hitting, shifting through the paddle shifters. Unfortunately, the Nismo is not available in a manual transmission like previous generation Nismos. It's only available in a 9-speed automatic transmission, but they do say that it has this special electronics inside of it that allow you to have up to 50% faster shifts on this transmission. But besides that, you do have a beautiful Riddle red push to start button and the gauge selector here to change your different drive modes. Overall, it's definitely pretty spacious in here, considering that you have heated seats, Bose audio, and other niceties like that. So this was our first look at the all-new Nissan Z Nismo here at the New York International Auto Show. Make sure you subscribe so that way you can see all of our other New York International Auto Show coverage that we will be uploading very shortly.